when you look at me, a go-getter, very ambitious, I have a drive, I have gifts, I have dreams. You don't see that in my sisters.
Because they were not able to escape the conventional mental prison.
Exactly. So
you escaped the prison. Matter of fact, high five. Because you escaped the prison.
So things happen in your life that may not always be good, but you have to turn around and look at them and use them for your good. If you would have asked me this 10 years ago, I would have been so angry and so bitchy and so bitter. She would have been all kinds of A, B, C, and D's. But me coming into myself and unbrainwashing myself about who I am and why this happened, I had to write a poem to myself and to God, or the Creator, or whatever you want to call them, him or her, whatever you believe. But I had to write a poem. Me being a writer, growing up, I've always written to express my feelings. And I wrote a poem called Why Me? And a lot of us go through things in life. And the first thing we want to say is, why the hell did this happen to me?
Right.
Why does this happen to me? And so I wrote a poem about it, and it's called Why Me?
Right.
So, I mean, I don't know if you want me to say the poem or what.
If you want to, go ahead.
But, I mean, just to any of you out there, we're in a recession. We're going through shit. People are losing their houses. They're losing their cars. They're losing their fucking minds. You know, and you're asking yourself, why is this happening to me?
Well, and let me just say this real quick, because I see the phone lines are lighting up. Hang in there. We're going to finish the interview with Acire, and then I'm definitely going to hit the phone line so you guys can ask questions or comments or that you want to share with Acire. So don't hang up. I'm going to get to you. Go ahead,
Okay. I used to ask the Lord, why me, Lord? Why me? And one day he spoke and he said, just trust me, child, and you'll see. I walked through life wondering why my mother didn't love me. How could she be so cold and say that she didn't want my existence to be? How could she let the two men that she trusts and love and trust, fondle and molest me? Why me, Lord? Why me? Even as a teen, not only did my mom beat the hell out of me, but the father of my two children did too. I mean, I didn't know where to turn. I didn't know where to go. I didn't know what the fuck to do. But I'm telling you, Lord, all I know is that I needed you. I mean, didn't you hear my cries? Didn't you hear my pleas? I was crying out to you, Lord, and I felt like you turned your back on me. So I want you to answer me now, Lord. Why me, Lord? Why me? And then he spoke and he said, my child, my word is true. Don't you know I've never left nor forsaken you? I was with you through all the verbal, physical, and sexual abuse. How else do you think that you could have made it through? But look at you now, all grown up, not broken by the challenges you faced. No signs of the pain and the hurt show up as scars on your face. You have a smile that lights up a room. And when you walk in, others know that there's hope for them too. So you want me to answer your question of, why me, Lord? Why me? Well, why not you? See, it was you whom I chose to be a testimony. So I say this to say, everything that I went through, don't be mad at her. It was so that I can talk to the listeners, the young girl out there that's aspiring to be a model, that's a teenage mom, that says that she can't be a model because somebody told her, oh, you'll never be anything because you have a kid. You looking at it. If somebody says to you, oh, no man is going to want you because you done been abused, you're looking at it. Oh, you're just a writer. I had to drop out of school. I went back, and I went back to college. So it's possible because you're looking at it. I had a dude that was beating my ass, wouldn't let me out the house out of pure jealousy. Do I look like I've ever been physically abused? You can overcome it because you're looking at it. if you're that man and you've been in the same situation, you're an overcomer too. Don't ever let anybody tell you you can't, because you can't. And that's my testimony. So don't be mad at me. I tell her thank you, because if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be the woman that I am today.
Oh my God, Acire, you're making me cry. Stop it, because I'm like blotting my eyes right now. You guys will be able to check the video out later and see them like a blubbering mess.
I used to cry all the time too. I mean, it took me a long time to get to this point. When I first spoke in public, and I saw a little girl come up to me and she gave me a hug and she said thank you, I didn't cry anymore because I knew the beauty of what was instilled in me was not for me.
Okay, let me get it together, people. All right, you know what? I have more questions that I want to ask you, but I think I'm going to pull some of these people on the chat line.
Hey,
and see
y'all!
what they have to say. Because I'm going to put 404 on the line, and you let me know if you have a question or comment. Okay, let me just get this together. Because my eyes are going to be bloodshot until I finish. Great Scott.
No, we're going to move to something else.
That's what we're going to have to do.
We got a little bit deep right there. I didn't know that was coming, but this is a call team man down situation. I'm not trying to steal that from what's her name? Frankie. I love you, Frankie.
Okay, caller 404, you're on the line. Do you have a question or comment for Acire?
I can't hear you.
Maybe we need to turn it up. 404. Maybe they're just listening. All right, I'm going to put you back on mute if you don't say something, darling. 404, all right, I'm putting you back on mute. And we're going to move to the next caller, which is 678. 678, if you have a question or comment, speak to me. 678. Okay. I'm going to put you back on mute as well. I think you've like pretty much fucked everybody's set up. They're still trying to digest all this information.
Read some of the stuff from the chat.
Yeah, okay, let me see. Hold on.
And
actually,
if you have any questions or comments, just...
Actually, let me see. I think hold on. This thing is like moving like this because there's callers in the line. So when there's like more than one caller, the screen goes like this back and forth.
No more wine for you, I am.
Okay. Okay, 678. I don't know if I brought you one or not. Do you have a comment or question for us here? 678. Okay, I'm gonna put you back on mute. You're not saying anything. So you're probably just listening. All right, you know what? We're gonna hit the chat. Let's see. You know, we're gonna have to. Actually, I had some more. My questions. My line of questioning was going more into that, but I think we're just gonna skip those questions. I'm gonna jump to the. Let me see. Let's skip that question because this was a. Not to dismiss any of this this emotion or any of this, because it's very important to talk about it. Especially when dramatic things like this happen to people, it's very important to talk about it so that you can get some kind of self-understanding. Matter of fact, I think I am going to ask this question right here because I think it's important. Matter of fact, I'm going to get some people in chat room